Hi, my name is Tom Droege, and this is another Stamp Auction Network video presentation. Today we're talking about the December Provenance and Census results. We've had a really strong fall, price is really strong, but we have 15 live auctions coming up in December. So there's still a great diversity of offerings coming up. A lot of these sales have material with Provenance and Census that will inform your bidding. One measure of the tool that we have developed is the number of current items that match the exact stamp or cover from the database. At this time, there are nearly 1,000 items with matches from previous offerings. With this quantity, we've developed some tools to facilitate finding, screening, and reviewing the provenance and census data. These tools will allow you to review lots from Cherrystone, Paradise Valley, Harmers, Rumsey, and though we don't run their auctions at Stamp Auction Network, includes A Siegel Auctions. So this video is going to cover briefly a few quick things. How provenance is presented in the catalog. That'll be the first thing. We're going to show you how to add an item to your want list, because later on we're going to show you how to screen the provenance information to only show your want list items. We're also going to show you provenance highlights from 4 major sales coming up and show you some of the new features in the Provenance Highlights option. And then lastly, we're going to show you how to search for provenance items across all sales. So here we go. So first thing, I'm just going to show you the presentation. So I'm at the main page of Stamp Auction Network. I'm going to go to the Cherrystone's auction, and I'm going to look at lot 51 and show you how the provenance is integrated in the auction catalog. So here you have regular items, and you come down here, and here's lot 51. So here's the item that's for sale and the description, and below it you see that this item has been offered 4 times previously, most recently in 2017 by Cherrystone Auctions, who it looks like they picked it up at a Siegel auction, and it had been sold earlier in 2014 and 1999. So you can see the price history of this item, and that should inform you as to what the bidding range you will need to do to acquire this item. So these are littered throughout the catalog, and you'll see them linked in as I'm showing you now. Wherever there's a match where this item is sold before, you'll see it. Now, we have some screening tools that help you get to the provenance data, and those are really needed considering the number of matches that we have. So first I'm going to go to a different sale. I'm going to go to the H.R. Harmers Nelson collection, and instead of navigating the catalog, I'm going to pull down from my SAN the Stamp Auction Network Provenance and Census pricing matches. Do you see where I'm clicking? It's below the Stamp Auction Network Extended Features. So I go down here, go to Stamp Auction Network Extended Features, and I go down to this auction's Provenance Census Pricing. This pulls up a separate interface. This allows you to search the provenance information. So I'm going to use a couple of the links at top to sort of show you how it works. First, I'm just going to look for the top 10% in the census. So that's going to screen it down. And I'm going to include the top 1 through 5. Okay, so when I screen it like this, I see this number 179. This is the number 3 in the census. So this is a great stamp. And Shanghai, China, offices in China. So there's a couple stamps that you could search for and find using this feature. Okay, I'm going to go to another auction. I'm going to go to the Schuyler Rumsey Gems of Philately sale. So I'm going to click on this link. And I'm going to use I'm going to go to the same place. I'm going to get the provenance and census pricing matches. And this time I'm going to use a couple of the different screening options. I'm going to narrow it down. I've got 111 items here, and I could go through them and look at them. There's some great stamps in here. But I'm going to start screening it down. So I'm going to say first that I want only items that have at least 2 previous sales. So I'm going to hit this 2+ matches. Okay, so now I see I've got some items that have some history. Okay, now I'm going to screen it down so I only look at the top 10% in the census. So I'm going to hit that button. That gets me down to 10 records. Now I'm going to just look at the items where their record price is recent. So I'm going to hit the Since 2017 button. And there I see, now I'm down to 4 items. And so you can look at this more carefully. This is kind of awesome. That these are items where their highest price paid has been in the last 4 years. So these are some items you might want to think about are trending up. And lastly, I'm going to show you the stamps that match my want list. So I'm going to click on the want list only. Okay, so now this is the item in my want list. Now, I didn't really cover this. I want to show you how to add something to your want list. Because here's my want list. If I go down to my want list, I've set this up with these are the stamps that I'm looking for. It doesn't matter what the symbol you're looking for. It's just the country and the catalog number. So let me show you quickly how to add something to your want list. It's really simple. It happens whenever you're searching for something. So if I'm searching for a United States 85E, I've set this up ahead of time, so I'm going to look for the 85E, and there actually is there's nothing in there because I have it set to be two matches. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to turn that off. I'm just going to say all here. But it wouldn't matter. Okay, there's a match. And I'm going to press the want list button. That's all you need to do to put something on your want list is look for it and press the want list button. Now if I go to my Stamp Auction Network want list, I will see it. There it is. All right, so okay, now we're going to jump back out to another auction. We're going to look at the Cherrystone sale. We're just briefly, kind of cruising through these sales and pulling out a couple items of interest. Generally, what the purpose here is to show you how the highlights work. So I'm going to this Auctions Provenance Census pricing matches. And here we go. In this one, I am going to just see what's on my want list. I want everything. So right now it's only hitting matches, so I want to hit all. And then I want only my want list. So hold on, as soon as it pops up, I'm going to hit want list only. And I found 3 records that match my want list. So here we go. Now, here's that same item that I showed you before. That's on my want list, so there we go. All right, now the last auction that I want to show you, you have to access using the link in the email. So I'm just going to type it in right here. This is to get the Siegel items. All right, so the Siegel items, I'm going to turn off the want list and look at only matches, and you'll see there's a lot of matches in the Siegel sale. We have 349 items that have previous prices at Stamp Auction Network. So let me narrow it down a bit. First of all, I'm just going to look at the top 1 through 5 in the census. Then I'm going to look at anything that has 2 or more matches. And then I'm going to look at everything. So that got us down to 17. And you can browse through these. These are items that have 2 or more matches. And now I'm going to look at the ones that have sold since 2017. Really, I'm just showing you this sort of to help you understand what some of the screening tools are. And now, for the final thing, I'm just going to look at what's in my want list. Now, you could have done any combination of this to get to your want list items, but so here, this is an item on my want list. It pulled it up, and there it is. That's a pretty cool stamp. So that's how you use the Auction Provenance Census pricing tool. What if you wanted to search across all auctions? So I'm going to show you quickly how to do that, and then we're done. So I'm going to go to my Stamp Auction Network. I'm going to choose Search by Country and Catalog Number. And I'm going to set this up so that I can look at the top 10% items. I'm going to look at anything that has more than 2 matches. I'm sorting by catalog number, ascending, and I want to see all catalog numbers. So I'm going to look at all US, and I'm going to press the Submit button, and I've got 50 items. So there's 50 items in the catalog that have more than 2 record prices. They are in the top 10% of the census, and they're from a variety of auction companies. These are all open items that will sell in December, and you can look through. These are some great stamps. So that's it for now, guys. I'm glad you joined me. I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, you can call me anytime. Tom Droege at Stamp Auction Network. Thank you. Bye.